Alright, this is video 4 in the series on joining the military and advice for those who are in the military. Um, this video is very, very important, I think. This video is going to cover uh, self-care while you're in the military. Um, this subject is very, very important because the military is a very stressful environment, and uh, we live in a culture that maybe doesn't necessarily encourage or teach us how to take care of ourselves. The military self-care is very, very important. So to clarify a little bit, self-care, I'm talking about your mind, your body, your spirit. Um, the just to give you an example of why this is important, you really only need to look at the rates of suicide in the military and among veterans. Um, it's really a sad thing. It's a very, very sad thing. I've known quite a few people, a couple of which were close to me, that committed suicide, and I've known quite a few people who have tried or at least wanted to. So it's a very important subject, uh, and nobody's going to do it for you. If you're going into the military or if you're in the military, uh, this is a very, very important subject. Um, you're going to go through a lot of annual training on this stuff, and most of us, we're required to go to the training, and it's like, yeah, okay, sure, whatever. Um, so maybe, I don't know, hopefully having somebody that's not on the stage keeping you there after work telling you this stuff will help a little bit more. But in my last video, I briefly mentioned not taking on more than you can handle. In the last video, I also mentioned how volunteering and being proactive, you can find a lot of success in the military by being proactive and volunteering for things, for extra duties and things. You don't want to do that to your detriment. Uh, you know, More often than not, the military is generally going to be encouraging you to, do extra things, volunteer, etc. You know, do more, and uh, that's a good thing. It's a good thing to do more and to work hard, but really be aware of yourself. You know, um, I worked at a number of joint commands, and so I worked with Marines and Army and Air Force and other Navy folks, of course, and I knew a lot of Army guys and Marines who um, had seen a lot of very difficult things and experienced a lot of really difficult things while doing tours of service over in the Middle East, or different combat zones. Um, and that's hard stuff. That's real stuff. It's not a video game. It's not a movie. That's real stuff. The military is real stuff. It's not it's not clown time. It's real stuff. And so you need to be aware of these things, and you need to be aware that when you're going through things and when you are going through difficult and stressful times while you're in the military, you may not get it. You may not perceive right out of the gate what it's doing to you. The human body is incredibly resilient. Um, it can take a lot, and it can rebuild itself in a lot of ways, and Your training in the military is going to equip you to operate in very, very stressful environments. What it's going to equip you to do is do your job in those environments. And it makes a lot of sense. If you're overseas and somebody's shooting at you, or a lot of people are shooting at you, or whatever the case, you don't have time to sit down and think about how you feel about that. You are trained to stay alive and to keep others alive and to make quick decisions. So I want to tell you, on a very personal level, it's important. It's very important to take care of yourself. Have somebody to talk to. Have somebody that you talk to and you open up about what you're feeling. If you don't think you're feeling anything, then spend some time digging, because you're feeling something. It's in there. And the first chance that you get, when you get home or whatever, or the first opportunity you have, talk to somebody. Spill it out. Family member, best friend, pastor, imam, psychologist. Don't clam up. Most of us in the military, statistically speaking, that's a problem we have. We clam up. We don't talk. We get back from doing whatever it is that we do, and we just a lot of the time stuff that in and find other ways. I mean, drinking within the military culture is huge. I mean, as a former Navy person, drink like a sailor, right? I mean, you got to watch out. You got to watch out how you're coping with things that are going on, whether or not you're aware that you're coping with things that are going on. So talk to somebody. I can't tell you how important that is. It doesn't matter if you think it's important. It's important. Talk to somebody. Just spill it. Get it all out, man, because that stress and that tension, that's like having like some poisonous acid inside you and inside your head. It'll just not do good things for you. You don't want to wait until it becomes a problem to address it. If you get to the point where you are, having breakdowns and you're, freaking out and everything, you don't want to get to that point. That's not a fun point to be at. I've gone through a lot of stuff myself, still going through a lot of things. I've known a lot of people, man, I've heard stories from people, the things that they've gone through and dealt with, and that their families had to deal with it because of it, and you just don't want to get there. You want to take care of yourself. Talking to somebody is a great way to do that. If you are out in a place where you can't talk to somebody, if you're out to sea or you're out in the field or whatever, journal. Doesn't matter if it sounds cool or tough or whatever, somebody wants to make fun of you, journal. Get it out. You got to get it out somehow. You got to get it out. I'm going to go ahead and end this video here, and I'm going to do one more follow-on to this where I talk a little bit more about this subject because, like I say, it's very, very important. And PTSD is just, it's really hurting a lot of people, and it's very, very important. So thanks for watching. Check out my other videos that I've done so far, and check out the second bit for this one as well. And I'll see you there.